Because it's been section 6. If you look here, it's very clearly spelt out. Okay, so basically we have taken possession, and this is our home now. And so consequently, to remove us from the field, it has to go through due legal process, which he can do, of course, but he cannot legally just come and physically remove us. It now has to go through due legal process. And if you make any attempt to block this entrance, you will be committing an offence.
Right.
And I'm serious. You know, this is... we might have done this once or twice before.
Who might have done it once or twice before? You guys?
Well, you know, we've obviously been in other locations where the unconventional gas industry has tried to get a foothold. And so, you know, we are very familiar with the law surrounding this type of situation. There was no gate here.
No, there wasn't.
That's right, thank you. There was no gate.
Nope.
So there was no aggravated trespass. It was simply a case of we have taken possession, and as stated here, we have section 6 the land. So the only way in which we can be removed from the land now is through due civil proceedings. So Mr. Gibb, if he wishes to initiate civil proceedings, of course that's his prerogative, then obviously we go through the court process, and he seeks to get a formal eviction. If we then refuse to heed the court ruling, then obviously Mr. Gibb has every right to engage bailiffs to physically remove us from the field. But really, I would ask you to do your own research here, because if you do come with the digger...
Well, I'm coming with a digger.
If you do come with a digger and try and put the posts in, then you will be committing an offence, and you will be subject to the appropriate, obviously, law there. As it's spelt out here, you know, we're not hiding anything from you.
To me, that's just writing on a piece of paper whether it's right or wrong.
It's legal.
I take your word for it. But you know, I've just been sent by the landowner to protect his own. Please don't film me. Why are you filming me?
Because you're threatening us to. You are.
I've just come in to tell you what I've been asked.
I think it's just collecting evidence, so that which could be using.
No, and obviously I will be putting this up on social media right now.
Yeah, well,
so that you know, everybody is aware that you have come here on behalf of Gordon Gibb. You won't give us your name. No. Will you tell us who you're working for?
I've been asked by the landowner.
So he's asked you directly. So you're doing this as a private individual. So Mr. Gibb is effectively asking you to break the law. That's what he's asking you to do. He's distancing himself from this.
I'm not getting involved. I'm just doing my job.
No, you can. Let me please take my counsel. If you do try and do this, you will be committing an offence.
Right. Well, like I say, I'm just doing my job. Obviously, the same as you're following your beliefs. Yeah.
Well, we've given you due, notice that it is not possible for you to physically block this entrance. It is not possible for you to remove us without court proceedings.
To me, it's trespassing.
It's not trespassing. That's for the court to decide. That's not for you to decide. The gate was open. There was no, as you've acknowledged, there was no barrier here. If there was a barrier, it's a different ball game. But there was no barrier, so we took possession of a piece of land. We took possession of a piece of land that clearly has not been used in some considerable time.
Not since last year. Well, this year. Anyway, I shall go and report back. And...
So, would you just give us your name again?
Fred Bloggs.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, guys. Have a lovely day.
Okay, well, it's interesting. There was a gentleman purporting to be sent down by Gordon Gibb, the owner of Flamingo Land, and he obviously has had explained to him that the land has been section 6'd. He took a photograph of the legal warning here. This is section 6 under the Criminal Law Act of 1977. And this gentleman has been advised that if he does attempt to put a gate across here, he will be committing an offence. So obviously we need some extra bodies here tomorrow to witness what occurs, and we will of course be contacting the local constabulary.